Well, good morning and welcome back. Today I'm going to be walking through a day in the life with you guys. So you might be wondering, Bridget, why are you starting this video off in a bikini? Well, my friends, it's Monday. So Monday means it's check-in day. And every Monday morning, we start with fasted weight, morning check-in pictures. I do my whole women's physique poses for my coach. And I kind of let her know how the week went. So what I did well, what I didn't do well, how food was, how steps were, blah, 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 blah. And then I get on for my day from there. So now that this is crossed off my list, I get to go on to the next thing, which is just actually getting ready for the day. So I'll take you through my morning routine. Today is gonna be a pretty packed day in terms of getting stuff done, hitting all the responsibilities, so training, work, self-care. So yeah, I'm gonna show you also my breakfast and my morning smoothie. Again, some of the work I'm gonna be doing today. I got legs, so deadlifts, and then glutes and hams. Lots of walking to hit my 12K step goal for the day. Lots of editing for my videos for my app that I'm gonna be launching soon for coaching, which you should check out when I release it. I'm super excited. But yeah, let's get on with the day. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not wanna get out of bed today. I was really tired because I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night because I was working. I was editing stuff, editing some reels. I got back from traveling out of the US for the first time, like last week. I've only been back for a week and I didn't realize how much I was working before leaving, and it's a balance I'm navigating with my therapist, but one day at a time. It's still a busy work day today. So I just washed my face with some CeraVe. It's such a simple face cleanser. I really like it. I've been using it for years now. Next, I got these caffeine niacinamide little eye patches. I just like them because they wake me up and they feel good. And they're purple, which is my favorite color. And they get this little thing to get them out. I don't know what you call this. A little hand dispenser? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna have these on for like 15 minutes while I keep getting ready for the day and drinking my water and such. But yeah, I'm working on my balance with work and training and everything. I don't know how I've been doing it. I don't. And so it's something new-ish that I'm navigating. I've been working on it, but you know, it is what it is. Also, this is one of my kittens. This is Junebug. I love her to pieces. She's my kitten. Ow. And Luna is still sleeping and taking her morning nap after eating. But yeah, I'm gonna keep getting ready for the day. I feel like this has gotta be undiagnosed ADHD. I don't really know. I'm hoping to get tested at some point soon, but I'm cooking my beef for the rest of the day. I got this pound that I de-thawed. I wish I had not left it out. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to eat it. I left it out at like 2 a.m. to defrost, so I'm just gonna cook it and hope for the best and pray that I don't get foodborne illness. I think I'm okay. I wish I had remembered to put it in the fridge. In fact, I did remember, and I was like, okay, go do it after doing this, go do it after doing this, go do it after doing this, and then I never did it. So yeah, this is just gonna be, that is so gross with that bloodiness on my freaking counter. I gotta fucking clean that after this. Anyway, this is gonna be super simple. I'm just doing hamburger seasoning and tossing this in the freaking pan. I've been doing like hamburger or cheeseburger bowls, and it's just something I really enjoy, so I'll pair it with either sweet potatoes or regular chopped potatoes that I air fry, and then I get fresh potatoes on that day because I can just toss them in there, spread them out between my meal prep and go. I do onion, tomato in there, sometimes some avocado and guac if I'm feeling crazy and I have it. I do not have it at this time. And then usually like mustard and ketchup. It makes me think of the SpongeBob episode. Anyway, we're just putting this meat tube on in there and mixing it all up. So I just rinsed the surface down, and yeah, I got my beef cooking. I got like 6 more minutes with these little eye patches. Usually I prep my breakfast while I'm waiting, but I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that beef, which those little tubes of beef save me when I am in a time crunch. Like you can see, I'm just a little all over the place. Costco sells like 5 1-pound tubes that are frozen, and they're 91%, and so it's super easy to just de-thaw and cook on the go because cooking beef does not take a lot of time. You can do this with like ground turkey if you're not a beef person too, or something of the sort. But again, like being in a time crunch, not really having a lot of time to meal prep, doing my cheeseburger or hamburger bowls, whatever you want to call them, that's just makes it a lot easier. I'm also gonna be doing a chicken recipe. I'm gonna be doing like Crockpot tacos later, so that'll, you know, help me survive throughout the next few days before having a meal prep again. But I'm just gonna get this out of the way, and then I'll show you my breakfast smoothie after I finish getting ready. I'm gonna be using the gourmet Weber seasoning. This is just one that I like, and tossing it in when my beef is just about done. Let's see. Just rinsed this spatula off and, you know, washed it a little bit before putting it back in, because I'm going to use this to also spread my meat into containers, just because I don't want the spatula that was touching raw meat to also touch my freshly cooked beef that I'm going to be putting in the fridge. I've got 4 little containers. Within 10 minutes, I just prepped my protein and fat source for the day for the most part, and a little bit of tomorrow. So I'm just going to semi-evenly split these into these 4 containers. Timer just went off for my eye patches, and it feels so good to time that so perfectly. Throw those away in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on a little bit of toner. I got this glow toner a while ago, so I'll either use that one or this one was gifted. It's like the Tower 28, just like a daily face spray. But I'm gonna start with this one, not do the face spray today. I just like how this kind of makes my skin look. I have some pretty large pores on my nose and my cheeks. Not that it matters. It really does not matter. It's natural. It's just how my skin is. I just like the appearance that the toner has on my skin. It just makes my skin look a little bit tighter, and how it feels, especially in this area, is just more awake when it's got that tighter kind of feel to it. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this on, let that dry for a second. Almost forgot deodorant. Yeah. And then next I'm gonna put on SPF. I think it's always good to put SPF on in the morning, but especially I live in Florida, so it's pretty sunny. I just use the La Roche-Posay one, and it's like SPF 30. Put a little dab of it in my hands, and then, you know, I go to town with it. Okay, so moisturized up. Next is going to be a little bit of a mascara, because I want to feel a little cutesy. Also, this right now is my favorite mascara. It is waterproof, pretty much smudge proof, and lasts through workouts for me. So if I put it on in the morning, I'm not worrying about having to take it off and all that stuff till later in the day. And it's a drugstore mascara. This is like $6 or $7. It's the voluminous waterproof L'Oreal Paris. Anyway, not a fancy mascara, but one that I really like. I'm like, as somebody who used to get their lashes done a couple years ago, this is great. I really like the volume I can get with it, and it's just simple. I could make it even more voluminous if I wanted to now, but we're gonna get on with the day. Also, I came back from the gym at like midnight last night, so I only showered my body. I did like a little bath, but did not wash my hair. I also did not sweat as much as I expected to, so I'm just gonna put a little dry shampoo in on the top, just a little bit, and then put my hair in a pony, eat my breakfast, and get on to walking and editing. Okay, so now it's time for morning supplements. So I take 3 supplements in the morning: fish oil, magnesium biglycinate, and a 1000 IU D3. So fish oil is Ghost brand. You can use code MuscleMommy to save 20%. I highly recommend this as a supplement to include in your stack, because most of us don't eat enough fish and don't eat it on a consistent basis. It's really good to get, you know, 1 serving of fish in, like if you got salmon once a week, and I try to do that when I can, but I've not been great about it. It's just good to get those omegas in. It's just great for your brain health and just overall health. But yeah, I'm gonna take these with some water, and then I'll show you meal number 1. Okay, so for the smoothie, I'm gonna go ahead and measure out my banana that I'm using. This is a big boy, also from Costco. So you can check out my last Costco haul to see some of those things that I like to get. Same with the spinach and the yogurt. So we got 130 grams of bananas, and then we're gonna measure out some spinach, going for about 40 grams. I know it's a lot, but if I get 40 grams of spinach in the morning, 1, I feel more full. 2, I'm getting tons of micronutrients that just make me feel good. And 3, if I don't eat veggies later in the day, I at least know I ate 40 grams of spinach. So to me, that's a win. I'm gonna add the last of these raspberries that I have, just a few of them. I also have blueberries in the fridge, but I'm just gonna get rid of these this morning. So only like 25 grams of raspberries, but that's okay. So next we're gonna put in a little Greek yogurt. I just get a big pack of the Oikos ones from Costco, so they end up being less expensive. So next I'm gonna be putting this caramel pecan Cinnabon whey protein into the smoothie. So with this in here, I don't taste any of the spinach. Like it just tastes like a little Cinnabon-y kind of treat, and I really like that flavor. So yeah, code MuscleMommy to save 20% on all Ghost stuff, please and thank you. Next, we're gonna go with half a cup of almond milk. So it's about 120 milliliters. Also a Costco find. Highly recommend going to Costco for a lot of these things in bulk. They give you 6 containers of almond milk like this, and I like that because I can work on one at a time and less of it ends up going bad in the long run. But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of mix this up a little bit just so it doesn't go everywhere when I start to add in my ice. I know this is a full cup, but I really like my little single serve blender, plus it was really cheap when I got it. And it hasn't done me wrong since, so, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Okay. Ice next. You know what? We're just gonna do 3 ice cubes. It doesn't have to be super frozen this morning. Usually I do more. I just wanna get on with the day. And this is the smoothie, not super duper frozen, but it's gonna be really easy to sip on. So it's kind of more like chilled right now. Still thick, but you can see all the spinach is all ground up in this. Pretty smooth consistency overall and pretty yummy. So all I taste in this is that caramel pecan Cinnabon protein. It's pretty good. I still taste the fruit a little bit, but that's like the most flavor I get out of any of this. So another good way to have your protein. There's not really any fats in this. Usually I do like to have a little bit of fat, whether it's chocolate chunks, like dark chocolate chunks, or peanut butter, but I'm gonna save my fats for later throughout the day and sip on this in the meantime. So I've already made it to the gym. Luckily I have an app that I schedule my weeks out with because I get so overwhelmed by everything I have on my plate right now. I thought I was gonna be walking this morning, but I forgot. I'm vlogging a workout. So I'm gonna be doing deadlifts today, followed by a gluten ham focused leg day. If you'd like to see the full workout vlog, I will be posting that next week. But in the meantime, I'm sipping on an energy drink today, not pre-workout. And then in my shaker, hopefully I'm gonna finish this before, you know, I actually get onto my workout. I'm just using pump. So this is just vasodilators, and it's the passion fruit flavor. So I'm gonna get onto this workout and I'll touch base with you afterwards. So I just finished my leg day workout with deadlifts and a gluten ham focus. Look at my lovely sweaty gray sweatpants. I'm gonna head home, I'm gonna eat my next meal and get on with my day from there. So I'll show you what I got for meal number 2 of the day. So I just got back from the gym and I'm gonna eat meal number 2. So this is 250 grams of sweet potato, 4 ounces of that ground beef you saw me cook earlier, handful of spinach, some mustard, onion, and chopped tomato. And I'm gonna pair this with a original Ghost energy drink. Not my favorite flavor necessarily, but they're only 100 milligrams of caffeine per can, so it's like a good pick-me-up after the gym and getting in my last caffeine before 2 p.m. because I try not to drink caffeine after 2 p.m. if I can. But yeah, really good workout. Really felt good with that, so definitely check out next week's vlog. Highly recommend. It was just like a really good workout. I felt good. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and call my long-distance boyfriend next after this. He's deployed right now, so I try to catch up with him once a day, and so we're gonna talk. I'll also be meal prepping while talking to him and cooking some chicken, so you'll see that at one of my later meals today. So I didn't end up meal prepping yet. I'm gonna do that after I walk. So later tonight, I'm gonna get an hour of walking in to get toward my step goal and edit some videos in the meantime. So these are videos from my app. So I put together like a bunch of tutorials that break down like how to do exercises and, you know, giving lots of cues and all that. So definitely check it out when it drops. I'm putting lots of work and love and effort into it just so I can be able to coach more of you guys. And I'm really excited for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on to walking. I have my walking pad set up on my balcony. That way I can edit videos at the same time. Okay, so I ended up editing like 20 videos for my app, which were like minute-long tutorials, and then uploaded them. And so I got like an hour of walking and then finished that task and took a shower. I feel so much better after sweating in the gym and then sweating a little bit on my balcony with those steps, but they were not that hard. So since I didn't get to meal prep my chicken earlier, I just was talking to my boyfriend and taking more time eating my food. I'm gonna end up cooking that next, but I'm gonna eat my meal number 3, which is the same as meal number 2. So it's 250 grams of sweet potato, 4 ounces of that lean ground beef, a little bit of spinach, tomato, onion, mustard. I'm gonna munch on this. And then I'm gonna be doing like a shredded taco chicken. So I got 2 pounds of chicken. I'm gonna toss in a crock pot with some seasoning and get that ready to go. Then after that, I'm gonna do some house chores. So dishes, I gotta fold some laundry, clean surfaces, clean my kitchen, get all that good to go. And then I'm gonna sit down and knock out some more desk work. So that's gonna be putting together some resource guides for coaching and other background things that I do. And then I'll do some stretching and get ready for bed. But I'm gonna go ahead, eat this, and then get on to meal prepping my chicken. Okay, I lied. I'm actually going to prep my Crockpot chicken before finishing my meal because it needs like 3 to 4 hours to cook on high. And it's a pretty simple recipe, so I just want to get that going so it's ready by the end of the night so I can have that ready before I go to bed. So I'm going to throw in seasonings on top. This is nothing crazy. I'll show you what we got. This is a combo of onion powder, cumin, garlic, paprika, and chili powder. And then I don't have salsa, but I'm going to put tomato and onion that I chopped up on top with some chicken broth and then also salt. Almost forgot that one. But yeah, gonna let this cook on high for like 3 to 4 hours and then I'll show you when it's done. Okay, I'm pretty much finished with my chores for the day. I just gotta take my recycling out and walk that down. And then I'm gonna do a little bit more work on this app that I'm dropping. So again, you should be seeing it by the time you see this video. For my next meal, this is like my treat of the day. I'm eating an entire baguette with brie cheese. So because I'm eating so clean throughout the day with like high volume foods that are very nourishing, especially starting my morning off with that spinach and fruit smoothie, I can easily fit something like this in. And I love these baguettes. They're frozen from Costco, very clean ingredients. So it's really just not providing a ton of nutritional value in the sense of like not really fibrous, not really big on micronutrients, but it fits. Again, you saw like the foods I've been eating today. Sweet potatoes, bananas, spinach, a little bit of fruit, and I will be eating more fruit in a bit, but this is good, especially after hitting a leg day today, and I gotta run tomorrow, plus I gotta lift tomorrow as well, so you can easily fit these kinds of things in your macros. And I'm having well above 30 grams of fiber for the day. So this brie is also from Costco. This right here is the President Triple Cream brie. Oh my god. Delicious. So good. So I'm like slowly eating a little sliver here and there as I go through this little round of it, and it's really good. Okay, so I just finished a lot of work on my computer and my chicken is done. So I'm gonna divide this into 8 servings. I'm eating 2 of those servings tonight. Yeah, I am gonna divide this. I'm gonna eat my chicken. I'm gonna finish my last check-ins. It's already 9 p.m. and then I'm gonna have like a Greek yogurt as like a little dessert with some blueberries and chocolate chips, which I'll show you. And then hopefully that's it for the day. Yeah, I was setting up a Discord and some payment systems for some things I'm working on. So exciting stuff. One day at a time. And as you can see, chicken is all divided up, and this is my about 8 ounces of chicken I'm gonna munch on. So I just finished answering my last check-ins, and I'm gonna give a little bit of playtime to my lovely girl, Junebug. Luna and Junebug got some good balcony time this morning. And they got some good sunshine while I was walking out there, and they like listening to my neighbors walk around and the birds and everything. But she's been so good. I try to play with her at least once a day, like some good designated mom time, you know? Sometimes it's in the morning. So if I'm not up in the morning by 8 a.m. latest, even on the weekend, whoa, that just snapped. Anyway, if I'm not up by 8 a.m., oh, that's a bummer. This is her favorite toy, too. She's, like, running across my face, sometimes pawing at me a little bit. She'll sit on top of me, all that kind of stuff. She's pretty funny, but, yeah, she's a cutie pie. So I'm gonna keep playing with her a little bit, and then go outside for a little, and then get my night routine going, and go from there. So if you've been watching my videos, I got Junebug right after my bodybuilding show, and she was the biggest blessing. Like, she really helped me, just because she's so sweet, and I got her as a kitten, so I think she's like 7 months old now, I want to say, if I'm mathing right. She was born in like beginning of July, and I got her end of July. She's just a little baby, a sweet little baby. Oh, she's also been eating my sunflowers. So my mom sent me some sunflowers for Easter, and she's been chomping on them, like, and I have 3 sunflowers over there that have no petals left on them because she's been chomping them. She's a pretty funny character. She's pretty silly. Love her so much. And this is gonna be the last thing I'm eating today. So this is 100 grams of blueberries, an Oikos Greek yogurt, and 15 grams of dark chocolate chunks. I was gonna show you my night routine, but I'm exhausted and I have the hiccups. So I'm just gonna tell you my night supplements, and that'll be it for today. Magnesium, biglycinate, GABA, zinc, and vitamin D3 1000 IUs again. So I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna finish my Greek yogurt, and I'm gonna get ready for bed. But I really hope you enjoyed this day in a life, and hopefully it gives you a little bit more insight as to what my life is like. If you did like this video, please comment below and let me know so I can create more videos like this. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday at 11 a.m.